Hands behind your back. Now the soldier's voice cracked through the scorching air as he grabbed her arm. She didn't flinch, didn't resist. She just stared straight ahead, her face blank, her hoodie zipped halfway up, concealing most of her dog tags except for one silver pendant that glinted in the sunlight. It swung gently as she was turned around, a trident, sleek, sharp, unmistakable, but none of them noticed it, not yet. To them she was just a trespasser, a woman found walking near a restricted military airstrip with no ID, no orders, and no rank showing, suspicious, dangerous, and in a post-alert lockdown automatically labeled a threat. They cuffed her quickly. Roughly, she said nothing. No protest, no defense. Her silence was taken as guilt. The MPs radioed it and "We've detained a civilian attempting to enter restricted airfield Bravo 2, no credentials." They didn't ask who she was, just what she wasn't. And in their minds, she wasn't supposed to be there. So they marched her across the base, in full view of dozens of uniformed personnel, whispering, chuckling, staring. One even said under his breath, "Another activist trying to get viral footage. What a joke." She kept walking calm, composed, like she had done this before. It wasn't until they reached the command center that everything began to shift. As they dragged her up the steps and through the doors, the base's highest-ranking officer, General Harlan, stepped into the hallway. His presence alone made the room stand straighter. The moment he laid eyes on her, he froze. His eyes dropped not to her face, not to the cuffs, but to the pendant resting just below her collarbone, the silver trident. His jaw tightened. His voice dropped. "Stop." The soldiers obeyed immediately. "Sir, we caught her near the eye," said Stop. His boots echoed as he approached. He studied her face, eyes narrowing. "Take off those cuffs now." The soldiers hesitated. "Sir, do you know what that emblem means?" he snapped, pointing at the trident. "You just put your hands on a Navy SEAL and not just any SEAL." They froze. One of them muttered, "That's impossible. She's not in uniform. She doesn't need one." The general growled, "That's Commander Arden Vale." A silence dropped like a bomb. Someone stuttered, "The Arden Vale. I thought she was off-grid." The general cut in. "Exactly where she was supposed to be." Now all eyes turned toward her with a different kind of weight. Arden looked back at them, unreadable. No triumph, no smirk, just calm eyes that had seen more than anyone in the room could imagine. The trident wasn't a necklace. It was a warning, a symbol earned in silence, not ceremony. She finally spoke. "I was tracking a breach in your perimeter. You're about 3 days behind. I neutralized the threat before sunrise. Check the hangar security feed if you need proof." General Harlan gave a single nod to an officer. "Pull it up." Moments later the monitors lit up. Grainy black and white footage appeared, her silhouette moving like a ghost through the shadows, disarming 2 armed intruders with nothing but hand-to-hand, clean, lethal, professional. Then she vanished again, blending into the base perimeter, completely unnoticed until she allowed herself to be seen. One of the MPs who had cuffed her turned pale. "We thought she was out of place," Arden finished for him. "I get that a lot." The general turned to the squad. "Let this burn into your memory. You judged someone because she didn't look like your definition of a soldier. She didn't fit your template, so you labeled her a problem. And you almost obstructed the very person who saved your entire forward air operation." No one spoke. She could have humiliated them, could have demanded reprimands, but Arden just turned toward the door. "I've got somewhere to be," she said, walking past them without looking back. "Next time, listen to the quiet ones. They usually see the threat before anyone else does." The general followed her out, but just before disappearing down the hallway, he looked back. "Tell HQ she's off limits from now on. She answers to no one but me." And with that, she was gone. Left behind was the story, the pendant, the realization, and a shift in the way every soldier on that base would see silence, strength, and rank ever again. Because not all legends wear uniforms. Some wear shadows, and some only speak when the world is finally ready to listen. If this story touched you, subscribe the channel and hit that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments below.